Record. It's recording.
Okay.
Whoa.
There's a war going on out there somewhere, and Andre isn't here. There's a war going on out there somewhere, and Andre isn't here.
There's a war going on out there somewhere. Andre isn't here.
There's a war
going on out there somewhere. Andre isn't here. That's for two. And this is
on your birthday. You're at the opera.
Gonna have to study up a little bit if you want to keep with the plot. It's a combination novel. Everyone's got 9 different names, so look it up in your program.
We appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Da 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 da.
Natasha is young. She loves Andre with all her heart.
She loves Andre with all her
heart.
Andre
isn't here.
Sonia is good, Natasha's cousin and closest friend.
Natasha's cousin and closest friend is good. Andre isn't here.
Maria is old school, a grand dame of Moscow. Natasha's godmother, strict yet kind.
Natasha's godmother, strict yet kind. Maria's old school, Sonia's good. Natasha is young and Andre isn't here. This is a program. You're at the opera. Study up a little bit if you want to keep with the plot.
Everyone's got 9 different names. Look it up in your program. We appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Da 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 da
Anatole is hot. He spends his money on women and wine.
There's old school. Sonia is good. Natasha's young. Andre isn't here.
Elaine is a slut. Anatole's sister married to Pierre.
Anatole's sister young and Andre isn't here. Dolokhov is fierce, but not too important. Anatole's friend a crazy good shot. Anatole's friend a crazy good shot. Andre isn't here. Chandeliers and caviar, war games, minor characters. Old Principal Konsky is crazy, and Mary is plain. Andre's family totally messed up.
And Balaga's just for fun.
Just for fun. Balaga is fun. Foxy is crazy. Mary is plain. Lulu is fierce. Blaine is a slut. Joel is hot. Sonia is young and Andre
isn't here.
What about
Pierre?
What
about Pierre? Rich unhappily married.
What about
Pierre?
What about Pierre? What about? Oh no.
It's dawned on me suddenly, and for no obvious reason, that I can't go on living as I am. The zest of life has vanished, only the skeleton remains unexpectedly vile. I used to be better, I used to be better, I used to be better. I used to be better, I used to be better, I used to be better.
Oh,
yeah.
merry
Thanks
feasting,
for
our merry
feasting.
feasting,
Warm-hearted Russian of the old
warm
school.
Russian of the old
Purse
warm
is
Russian of
always
the old school.
empty.
His purse is always empty,
Oh,
'cause it's open to all.
one of 100
100 saddle men living out their final days in Moscow.
I drink too much. Right now, my friend fights and bleeds, and I sit at home and read hours at a time, hours at my screen. Anything, abandoned to distraction in order to forget we waste our lives drowning in wine. I never thought that I'd end up like this. I used to be better. And the women, they all pity me 'cause I'm married, but not in love. Frozen at the center.
sex. Yes,
Sex. ESG has no sex. Oh, dear, oh, our merry feasting crank. Our dear most timeless school. Warmer than Russian of the old school. His purse is always empty, it's open. Oh, dear. It's 100
living out their final days in Moscow.
Their final days in Moscow.
There's a ringing in my head. There's a sickness in the world, and everyone knows, but pretends that they don't see. Oh, I'll sort it out later, but later never comes. And how many men before, good Russian men, believing in goodness and truth, entered that door with all their teeth and hair, and left it toothless and bald. You empty and stupid, contented fellows, satisfied with your place. I'm different from you, I'm different from you. I still want to do something. Or do you struggle too? I pity you, I pity me, I pity you. I pity you, I pity me, I pity you. Раз, два, три.
Maria Dmitrievna Akrosimova.
Countess Natalia Ilyinichna Rostova.
Must call me Natasha.
Maria Dmitrievna Kroskasimova.
Sofia Alexandrovna Rostova.
You must call me Sonia.
Welcome, welcome to Moscow, where faded and fading princesses live. I'll take you where you must go, pet you a bit, and I'll scold you a bit. My goddaughter, my favorite Natasha, I will touch you on the cheek.
My
My
cousin
cousin and I
are so pleased to be with you
while we wait
on our fiancés
waiting
in the war.
Bring in their things, what are you dawdling for? Get the samovar ready or half frozen, I'm sure. Bring some rum for the tea. Sonyushka bonjour, and Natasha, my darling, you've grown plumper and prettier.
My cheeks are glowing from the cold.
Gazing at Mario with kind, glittering eyes.
Welcome, welcome to Moscow, scruffy and cozy like an old dressing gown.
Countess Natalia,
Sofia Alexandrovna.
how beautiful you looked in the snow.
Cousin dear, I love you, trust no one but you. But I can't bear this waiting, I cry and I cry. Andre, where are you? I want him now at once, to embrace him and cling to him. No one can understand. I love him, I know him, he loves me only. He'll come home one day and take me away. I want nothing more. I want nothing more.
First thing tomorrow to Madame Chambort's. Dresses, dresses, we'll buy what we can afford. Then dinner and a game of Boston. Then you'll read to me while I knit. How wonderful to have you here instead of these gossips and crybabies.
You'll
You'll
take
take
where
us
we must
we
go.
must go, pet us a bit, and scold us a bit. Her goddaughter, her favorite Natasha, she will touch you on the cheek.
Well, now we'll talk. I congratulate you and Andre. You've hooked a fine fellow, one of the finest matches in all of Russia. I'm glad and relieved he'll be the family's saving grace.
I blush happily.
But his father, Prince Volkonsky, much dislikes his sons marrying the old fellow's crotchety. Of course, Prince Andre is not a child, but it's not nice to enter a family against a father's will. One wants to do it peacefully and lovingly, but you're a clever girl. Just be kind to Andre's sister, and when the sister loves you, so will the father, and all will be well.
Sorry, I lost my place. I apologize. Here we go. Okay. I've aged. I've aged so very much. I fall asleep at the table. My napkin's to the floor. I'm full of childish vanities. I forget things, and I live in the past. I've aged so very much. People enjoy me though. When I come in for tea in my old-fashioned coat and powdered wig, and I tell stories and utter scathing critiques, this old-fashioned house with its gigantic mirrors and powdered footmen, and the stern, shrewd old man, a relic of the past century, with his gentle daughter, is a majestic and agreeable spectacle. But besides the couple of hours during which we have guests, there are also 22 hours in the day during which the private and intimate life of the house continues. Bring me my slippers, yes, father, bring me my wine, yes, father, oh, father. And I never go anywhere, never invited, but who would take care of him? Who would take care? And I have no friends, no, this is like a different.
Yeah, you can just say the Broadway lyrics if you want. It's just
Yeah, this is different. Yeah, my brain, yeah. I can hurt you, I can hurt desired you, but I never ever would. No, Father, I love you, Father. And time rolls on in my faceless past, and nothing ever happens to me. And Countess Natalia Rostova is coming for tea.
I know they like me. Everyone has always liked me.
Natasha is young and worthless and dumb. But time rolls on. What's this, a young suitor? Come in, but don't sit down. Don't sit down, I am cold to you. Yes, I'm mean to you. Now be gone, be gone, be gone! Don't come back. Maybe I'll marry someone myself. Some cheap French thing. Oh, that offends you, does it? Come in, my dear, come in, my dear, come in. And he draws her to him, and he kisses her hand, embraces her affectionately, and I flush and run out of the room. Come back here, let an old man have his fun. Was using you, Papa, was a problem, Papa, to take advantage of your weakness like that. It's disgusting, my voice breaks. It's my money, and I'll throw it where I want, not at you, not at Andre's harlot, insolent girl, insolent girl. Where, wait, they have to be there. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Where are they? Where? Oh God, I'm frightened. Oh God, I've aged so very much. God, where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? They are there upon his head. The pride of sacrifice gathers in my soul, and he forgets things, and he lives in the past. He falls asleep at the table, his napkin drops to the floor, his shaking head sinks over his plate, and he is old and feeble, and I dare to judge him. I disgust myself. I disgust myself.
We can just skip to the servant line because that's not the same thing as in the Broadway one.
I know what he says on the recording. May I present
the Countess Natalia Rostova.
Wow, Liz.
I didn't know it.
I said I do know it.
But you didn't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ, Liz. I'm doing it right now. May I present the Countess Natalia Rostova.
Oh, hello. How good of you to come. Won't you in?
Hello.
And from the first glance, I do not like Natasha. Too fashionably dressed, frivolous and vain, her beauty, youth, and happiness. My brother's love for her, and my father, I do not wish to see her. I know at any moment you might indulge in some freak.
I'm sorry, the prince is still ailing.
Songstress!
I am not afraid of anyone, but such hesitation, such unnatural manners. And from the first glance, I do not like Princess Mary. Too plain and affected, frivolous and dry, I shrink into myself, assume an offhand air,
which alienates me still more.
constrained,
Constrained, constrained, constrained, constrained, irksome, irksome. Oh, wait, that's not the lyrics from.
just fuck, what's the? If you guys want, I can
It's
send the
like-
script that I had done with the Broadway lyrics. It goes up to letters, so we can do that, I guess.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Can we just look up the lyrics for the song?
Yes, we can.
That's true.
I didn't want to ask you guys
That's what.
the lyrics.
Is there
This may be out of the box here, but
Just pulled up lyrics right now.
They're all on Genius. You guys can do that.
Okay, wait, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll take it after irksome. Oh, Papa! Oh, so this is Natasha. Not much to look at, says the mean old man in his underthings. I never dress for children or peasants, says the mean old man in his underthings. And he looked at her once, head to toe, and left, muttering, I must take my leave. Please wait, dear Natalie. I want you to know how glad I am my brother has found happiness.
Is that the truth? I think it is not convenient to speak of that now, dear princess.
She said, with such dignity and coldness.
What have I said? What have I done? Crying like a child. Oh, they were so awful. Oh, it all hurts so terribly. Andre, where are you? Let me just go get the lyrics. The moon. First time I heard your voice. Moonlight burst into the room, and I saw your eyes, and I saw your smile, and the world opened wide, and the world was inside of me. And I catch my breath, and I laugh and blush, and I hear guitars. You are so good for me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. Oh, the moon. Oh, the snow in the moonlight, and your childlike eyes, and your distant smile. I'll never be this happy again, you and I, and no one else. We've done this all before. We were angels once. Don't you remember? Joy and life inside our souls, and nobody knows, just you and me. It's our secret. This winter sky, how can anyone sleep? There was never such a night before. I feel like putting my arms around my knees and squeezing tight as possible and flying away like this. Oh, the moon. Oh, today. Maybe he came already, and he's sitting in the drawing room, and I simply forgot.
It's the opera, right? I'm so scared I'm on the wrong song. Yes, okay. Here we go. The opera, stop mooning and moaning, we'll miss the curtain. Ladies, welcome to the opera.
Bare arms and shoulders, brilliant uniforms, pillars and set glittering before our eyes. Feminine envy, a whole crowd of memories, desires and emotion. Natasha, smooth your gown.
Natasha, smooth your gown.
Looking in the glass, I see I am pretty, not a girl anymore. I've never felt like this before. Hundreds of eyes looking at my bare arms and neck, my bare arms and shoulders.
The two remarkably pretty girls had not been seen in Moscow in many years. Everybody knew vaguely of Natasha's engagement. One of the finest matches in all of Russia.
Now it's on my head, but make it up. Look, there's Alexei home from the war at last.
He has changed, dear me. Michael Kirillovich has grown still stouter. There's more
Julie engaged, and Ellen with the headdress she has on.
And is that Natasha?
And is that Natasha?
Is that Natasha? And is that Natasha?
They're looking at me, they're talking about me. They all like me so much. The women envious, the man calming their jealousy.
Announcing Fedor Dolokhov, he dominates Moscow's most brilliant young men. He stands in full view, well aware he's attracting attention, yet as much at ease as though he were in his own room. Dolokhov was in the and he killed the Shah's brother. Now all the Moscow ladies are mad about him. Dolokhov the assassin. Announcing Countess Elaine Bazukova, the queen of society, beautiful, barely clothed, plump bare shoulders, and much exposed neck, round which she wears a double string of pearls.
Dolokhov, arm in arm, Pierre, that cuckold sits at home, Pierre, that cuckold sits at home, the poor man.
No, I am enjoying myself at home this evening.
Oh, that neck. Oh, those pearls. So beautiful. What a charming young girl. So enchanting. I blush scarlet.
Countess Bezukova, Pierre's wife, have you been here long, and where is dear Pierre? He never used to forget us.
Yes, Pierre, that good man, a little sad, a little stout. He must come visit us. I will implore him to do so.
There's a woman one should stay far away from. Now, Natasha, the curtain rises.
The curtain rises. The curtain rises.
Everyone in the boxes and stalls became silent. All the men, old and young, in uniform and evening dress. All the women in the hall with gems on their bare flesh. Turned their whole attention with curiosity to the stage.
What
Very
am I
freaky.
supposed
If
to
y'all want to
do?
do the applause, I would.
There's directions here. So good.
That's what she does.
Yeah. It's like
Yes.
let's quote that. Okay. Grotesque and amazing. I cannot follow the opera or even listen to the music. I see painted cardboard, clearly dressed actors moving and singing so strangely in the lights, so false and unnatural. I'm ashamed and amused, and everyone else seems oblivious. Yes, everyone feels delight.
And the feeling, the flood of brilliant lights, the warm air heated by the crowd, Natasha, little by little, began to pass into a state of intoxication.
Oh, I'd tickle you all if I could. Oh, I'd tickle you all if I could.
And then a rush of cold air.
An exceptionally handsome man walked in with a confident yet courteous air. This was Helene's brother, Anatole Kuragin. He moved with a swagger which would have been ridiculous had he not been so good looking. And though it was the middle of the act, he walked right down the aisle, his sword and spurs jangling, his handsome perfumed head held high, and he looked right at Natasha.
Mais charmant.
And he took his place in the front row next to Dolokhov. How handsome he is, how intoxicating.
In the second act, there were tombstones, the moon over the footlights, horns and contrabass, black coats and daggers in their hands.
I turn around again and our eyes meet. He gazes straight into my eyes. He is talking about me.
Candles burning, a crimson throne, the Tsar wails a mournful tune. They all wave their arms and everybody cheers, bravo, bravo.
Every time I look at him, he's looking at me. Every time I look at him, he's looking at me. Every time I look at him.
A terrible noise, a clatter in the crowd, a storm of chromatic scales and diminished sevenths. With rapturous faces, everyone was shouting, screaming and shouting, bravo!
Bravo!
And then a rush of cold air, and Anatole entered the box.
I have long wished to have this happiness ever since the Naryishkin's ball, where I had the well-remembered pleasure of seeing you. That was bad, sorry. How do you like the performance? Last week, Semenova fell down on the stage.
He is sensible and simple, bold and natural, so strange and agreeable. There is nothing formidable. His smile is most naive, cheerful and good-natured. And he's as handsome up close as at a distance. And he's as handsome up close as at a distance.
And do you know, Natasha, we are having our costume tournament soon. You ought to come, please come.
Oh.
You ought to come, please come.
Oh,
And I never remove my smiling eyes from your face, your neck, your bare arms. And I never remove my smiling eyes from your face, your neck, your bare arms.
I know for certain that he is taken by me. I know for certain that he is enraptured by me. I feel him looking at my shoulders, my face, my neck, my bare arms.
And I look you in the eye. And I look you in the eye.
Looking into his eyes, I am frightened. There's not that barrier of modesty I've always felt with men. I feel so terribly near. I fear that he may seize me from behind and kiss me on the neck. How do you like Moscow?
At first, I did not like it much because it makes the town pleasant. Isn't that so? But now I like it very much indeed. Do come to the costume tournament, Countess, do come. You will be the prettiest there. You will be the prettiest there. Do come, dear Countess, and give me this flower as a pledge. We are speaking of most ordinary things.
Yet I feel closer to you than I've ever felt with any other man. No one else is here. No one else can see us. Your eyes, your eyes, your eyes, oh, your eyes.
It's all right, Natasha. I am here, so near, nothing between us. Smile at me. There is nothing between us. I don't know what comes next. Ah. Hold on. We buffer. It's loading. Okay. Good evening, Pierre. Studying.
Yes. How was the opera?
Lovely. Natalia Rostova was there.
Oh, oh dear Andrei's betrothed. I have known her family for years and long carried affection for her.
Yes, charming. Look, Dolikov's coming round, and we're off to the club. Will you come, old man?
I will come.
Lend me 50 rubles.
Drink, drink, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink, gonna drink, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink tonight, gonna drink, drink,
Drink.
gonna drink tonight,
Gonna
gonna
drink
drink tonight,
tonight.
gonna drink,
Gonna
drink,
drink tonight. Gonna drink tonight. Gonna drink tonight.
Drink with
Drink
me,
with
my
me, my
love,
love,
for there's
for there's
fire
fire
in
in
the
the
sky,
sky,
there's
and
ice
there's
on the
ice on the
ground, my
ground.
soul.
Either way, my soul.
The doctors warn me that with my corpulence,
Corpulence.
vodka and wine are dangerous for me. But I drink a great deal, only quite at ease, after pouring several glasses mechanically into my large mouth. Then I feel a pleasant warmth in my body, sentimental attachment to my fellow man.
Keep drinking, old man.
Keep drinking, old man. Drink all night through.
Keep
Keep
drinking, old man.
Keep drinking, old man.
Drink the whole night through. Keep drinking, old man.
The whole night through.
Natasha,
Keep drinking.
Natasha, her arms, her shoulders, her neck, her feet.
The air of a connoisseur.
I will make love to her.
Better not, monsieur. She's first rate, but nothing but trouble. Better wait till she's married. Anatole is a married man, a fact known only to his intimates. A Polish landowner of some small means had forced him to marry his daughter.
Never mind about that now. It doesn't matter. I don't give a damn. Just as a duck is made to swim in water, God has made me as I am. All I care for is gaiety and women, and there's no dishonor in that. As long as they're money and vodka, I'll keep a feather in my hat. Wow.
I used to love, I used to love, I used to be better.
Keep drinking,
Drink,
old
old
man.
Drink, drink, drink. Got to think I married a man like you.
Don't speak to me, wife. There is something inside me.
Dolokhov, pour me another.
Something terrible and monstrous.
Here's to the health of married women. A smile lurks at the corner of my mouth. Here's to the health of married women and their lovers.
Here's
To
to
the health of married women. Here's to the health of married women and their lovers.
Here's to the
Here's
house
to the health of married women. Here's to the health of married women and their lovers.
How dare you touch her?
You can't love her.
Enough! You bully, you scoundrel! I challenge you.
Oh, I do. Yes, this is what I like.
He will kill you, you stupid husband.
So I shall be killed. What is it to you? Anatole, my guns.
Oh, this is horribly stupid.
Let's begin. This is child's play.
As the adversaries have refused a reconciliation, we shall please proceed with the duel. Ready your pistols, and on the count of 3, begin to advance. Ras,
Ah, 3. Pierre, hold your fire. Pierre, hold your fire. Pierre, not yet.
No! Shot by a fool!
No, wait. I didn't mean.
Quiet, old man. My turn.
My turn.
Pierre, stand back.
Ah!
Missed. Oh, my mother, my angel, my adored angel mother.
Take him away.
the sun is rising, the duel is at an end, and Pierre Bezukhov is the winner.
Winner.
You are a fool.
Well, sweet sister, you certainly bring out the beast in men.
What can I say? It's a gift.
How I adore you. Will you ask Natasha to the ball tonight?
Of course, dear brother.
Come on, old man, let's get you home.
In a moment.
Sleep it off and be happy. We live to love another day.
Is this how I die? Ridiculed and laughed at, wearing clown shoes. Is this how I die? Furious and reckless, sick with booze. How did I live? I taste every wasted minute, every time I turned away from the things that might have healed me, How long have I been sleeping? Is this how I die? Frightened like a child, lazy and numb. Is this how I die? Pretending and preposterous and dumb. How did I live? Was I kind enough and good enough? Did I love enough? Did I ever look up and see the moon and the stars and the sky? Oh, why have I been sleeping? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a God and angels we. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. All of my life I spent searching the words of poets and saints and prophets and kings, and now at the end all I know that I've learned is that all that I know is I don't know a thing. So easy to close off, place the blame outside, hiding in my room at night, so terrified. All the things I could have been, but I never had the nerve. Life and love I don't deserve. So all right, I've had my time. Close my eyes, let the death bells chime. Bury me in Burgundy, I just don't care. Nothing's left, I looked everywhere. Is this how I die? Was there ever any other way my life could be? Is this how I die? Such a storm of feelings inside of me. But then why am I screaming? Why am I shaking? Oh God, was there something that I missed? Did I squander my divinity? Was happiness within me the whole time? They say we are asleep until we fall in love. We are children of dust and ashes. But when we fall in love, we wake up and we are a God and angels we. But if I die here tonight, I die in my sleep. They say we are asleep until we fall in love. And I'm so ready to wake up now. I want to wake up. Don't let me die while I'm like this. I want to wake up. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. Please let me wake up now. God, don't let me die while I'm like this. I'm ready. I'm ready to wake up.
Early Sunday morning, Natasha and I lit a candle, looked in the mirror.
I see my face.
Don't be silly. They say you can see your future in the long row of candles stretching back and back and back. into the depths of the mirror. In the dim, confused last square, you'll see a coffin or a man. Everyone sees a man.
I see the candles stretching back so far away. I see the mirrors. I see a shape in the darkness. Is it him or is it he's lying down? Oh, Sonia, why is he lying down? I am so frightened. Andre will never come, or something will happen to me before he does.
Sunday morning, time for church.
I suffer more now than before. This theater and Anatole, that man who roused such terrible feelings I don't understand. My broken faith with Andre, am I guilty?
After church, Maria left for Prince Bolkonsky.
Rudeness of that man, I'll straighten him out.
That terrible old prince, I can't bear to think of it. I'll shut myself in my room and try on new dresses.
And just after Maria left, there was a knock at the door. Natasha had just turned her head to the glass when she heard a voice that made her flush.
Oh, my enchantress, oh, you beautiful thing. Charming, charming, oh, this is really beyond anything. These dresses suit you. This one metallic gauze, straight from Paris. Anything suits you, my charmer. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty Charmante, Charmante. You are such a lovely thing, oh, where have you been? It's such a shame to bury pearls in the country. Charmante, Charmante, charming. Now, if you have a dress, you must wear it out. How can you live in Moscow and not go nowhere? So you love somebody charming, but that's no reason to shut yourself in. Even if you're engaged, you must wear your dress out somewhere. My brother dined with me yesterday, but he didn't eat a thing 'cause he was thinking about you, kept sighing about you. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty Charmante, Charmante. You are such a lovely thing, oh, where have you been? It's such a shame to bury pearls in the country. Charmante, Charmante. Now a woman with a dress is a frightening and powerful thing. You are not a child when you're draped in scarlet and lace. Your fiancé would want you to have fun rather than be bored to death. Aller dans le monde plutôt que de périr de. So close. That was so close. My brother is quite madly in love. He is quite madly in love with you, my dear. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty. Oh, how she blushes, my pretty Charmante, Charmante. You are such a lovely thing, oh, where have you been? It's such a shame to bury pearls in the country. Charmante, Charmante, charming. Such a shame to bury pearls in the country. Charmante, Charmante, charming.
What once seemed so terrible now seems simple and natural. She knows that I'm engaged and still she talks so frankly, so it must be all right. There's a ball at my house tonight. You must come. Oh, your wide open wandering eyes, you will be the prettiest there. How the thought of throwing them together amuses me. You must come. I will come.
Waiting at the door, waiting at the door, waiting. Where's another one? Okay. Waiting at the door, waiting at the door, waiting. How I adore little girls, they lose their heads at once.
I am seized by feelings of vanity and fear. Oh, fuck, I forgot that. There is no barrier between us, whispers and moans and ringing in my ears. There is no barrier between us, divine, delicious, but I do not see or hear anything. I'm born away to a senseless world, so strange, so alone. I don't know good from bad, Anatole, Anatole, I'm so frightened.
You are enchanting.
And as we danced, he pressed my waist and hand and told me I was bewitching.
And I love you. Bewitching and I love you.
And during the echo set, he gazed in my eyes. Nothing, just gaze in my
eyes.
My frightened eyes. Such confident tenderness, I could not say what I had to say. Oh my god.
Don't lower your eyes, I love you. I am in love, dear, I am in love. Gaze in my eyes, I love you. You are bewitching, what can I do? Darling, what can I do?
Don't say such things, I am betrothed. I love another.
Don't speak to me of that when I tell you that I am madly, madly in love with you. Is it my fault that you're enchanting?
I am so frightened. I don't understand anything tonight.
I'm here now. Natalie.
I can feel your eyes upon me.
Blocking her path, I bring her face close to mine.
His large, glittering, masculine eyes are so close to mine that I see nothing else.
Is it possible that I should never see you again? I love you madly. Can I never? Natalie?
You press my arm.
Natalie?
You're hurting my hands.
Natalie?
I don't understand. I have nothing to say. Burning lips pressed to mine. Tell me what just happened. I'm trembling. So frightening. Andre, but I love you. Of that there is no doubt. How else could all of this have happened? How else could we have kissed? It means that I have loved you from the first. It means that you were kind, noble, and splendid, and I could not help loving you. I will love you, Anatole. I'll do anything for you. I'll
do anything for you.
In 19th century Russia, we
write letters,
we
we
write
write
letters.
We put down in writing what is happening in our minds. Once it's on the paper, we feel better, we feel better. It's like some kind of clarity.
Dear Andre, dear old friend, how goes the war? Do we march on the French splendidly? Do our cannons crack and cry? Do our bullets whistle and sing? Does the air reek with smoke? I wish I was there, with death at my heels. Dolokhov is recovering. He will be alright, the good man. And Natasha is in town. Your bride to be, so full of life and mischief, I should visit. I hear she is more beautiful than ever. How I envy you in your happiness. Here at home I drink and read and drink and read and drink. But I think I finally found it, what my heart has needed. For I've been studying the Cabal, and I've calculated the number of the beast. It is Napoleon, 603 score and 6, and I will kill him one day. He's no great man, none of us are great men. We're caught in the wave of history, nothing matters. Everything matters, it's all the same. Oh, if only I could not see it, this dreadful, terrible it.
In 19th century
Russia, we write letters.
We write letters.
Put down in writing what is happening in our minds.
minds.
Andre, what more can I write after all that has happened? What am I to do if I love him and the other one too? Must I break it off? These terrible questions. I see
nothing but the castle in the mirror. No visions of the future. Lost and alone.
And what of Princess Mary?
Dear Natasha, I am in deep despair at the misunderstanding there is between us. Whatever my father's feelings might be, I beg you to believe that I cannot help loving you. He is a tired old man and must be forgiven. Please come see us again.
Dear Princess Mary, oh, what am I to write? How do I choose? How do I do? I shall never be happy again.
These terrible questions.
I'm so alone here.
So alone in here.
And I see nothing. I see nothing but the candle in the mirror. No visions of the future. So lost and alone. In
19th century Russia,
We write letters, we write letters.
We put
We
down
put down in writing what is happening in our minds.
Dear Natalie, a love letter, a love letter, a love letter.
A letter from him, from the man that I love.
a letter which I composed.
A love letter, a love letter.
Love it. And
Natalie, 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 I must love you or die. Natalie, 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 if you love me, say yes, and I will come and steal you away, steal you out of the dark. Natalie, 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 I want nothing more. Natalie, 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 I must love you or die. Natalie, 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 if you love me, say yes, and I will come and steal you away, steal you out of the dark. Natalie, 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 I want nothing more. Just say yes, just say yes, just say yes.
Yes, yes, I love him. How else could I have his letter in my hand? I read it 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, each and every word. I love him. I love him.
How could I have noticed nothing? Is it the right song? Okay, good. This is like, how could it go so far It can't be that she loves him. It can't be Natasha.
Sonia, you're back. Sorry, whoa, what happened? I'm like on a very wrong song. Give me a sec. I'll find it. Oh, what's the, and add the, wait, okay, I got it. Sonia, you're back. And with the tender resolve that often comes at the moment of awakening, I embraced my friend. But noticing Sonia's look of embarrassment, my face expressed confusion and suspicion. Sonia, you've read the letter.
Yes.
Oh, Sonia, I'm glad I can't hide it any longer. Now you know we love one another. Oh, Sonia, he writes.
And Andre.
Oh, Sonia, if you only knew how happy I am, you don't know what love is.
But Natasha, can that all be over?
I did not grasp the question.
Are you refusing Prince Andre?
Oh, you don't understand anything. Don't talk nonsense. Just listen.
But I can't believe it. I don't understand how you loved one man a whole year, and then suddenly you've only known him 3 days. Natasha, you're joking.
3 days. It seems to me I've loved him 100 years. It seems to me I've never loved anyone before. Not like this. I have no will. My life is his. I'll do anything he wants me to. What can I do? Oh, Sonia, what can I do? I'm so happy and so frightened. Why can't you understand? I love him.
Then I won't let it come to that. I shall tell. Bursting into tears.
What do you mean, for God's sake, if you tell you are my enemy? You want me to be miserable. You want to tear us apart. For God's sake, Sonia, don't tell anyone. Don't torture me. I have confided in you.
What has happened between you? What has he said to you? Why doesn't he come to the house and openly ask for your hand? What is this secrecy? Have you thought what his secret reasons may be?
I don't know what the reasons are, but there must be reasons. Sonia, one can't doubt him.
Does he love you?
Does he love me? Why, you've read his letter, you've seen him. I can't live without him.
Natasha, think of our family and think of Prince Andre.
Andre said I was free to refuse him.
But you haven't refused him, or have you?
Perhaps I have. Perhaps all is over between me and Volkonsky. Would you think so badly of me?
I won't come to your tender tongue. Natasha, please don't. I don't trust him. Natasha, I'm afraid for you. Natasha, afraid you are going to your ruin.
Then I'll go to my ruin. Yes, I will, as soon as possible. But it's not your business. It won't be. It will be me who'll suffer. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I hate you, Sonia. I hate you, Sonia. I hate you. I hate you. You're my enemy forever.
I burst into sobs.
And without a moment's reflection, I wrote the answer to Princess Mary. I'd been unable to write all morning. All our misunderstandings are at an end. Forget everything and forgive me, but I can't be Andre's wife.
It's gonna be fun. Hard as it is in the coming days, I watch my friend in her strange and unnatural state. Don't let her out of my sight. She trails off, stares at nothing, laughs at random, and then they'll come. She waits by the window as I listen at the door, till one day I see by the sad look on her face there's a dreadful pain in her heart. I know you are capable of anything. I know you so well, my friend. I know you might just run away. What am I to do? Who do I ask for help? Is it all on me? Is it all on me? Oh, I will stand in the dark for you. I will hold you back by force. I will stand here right outside your door. I won't see you disgraced. I will protect your name and your heart because I miss my friend. I know you've forgotten me. I know you so well, my friend. I know you might just throw yourself over. I won't let you. I won't let you. It's all on me. And I remember this family. I remember their kindness. And if I ever sleep again, I will stand in the dark for you. I will hold you back by force. I will stand here right outside your door. I won't see you disgraced. I will protect your name and your heart because I miss my friend. Because I miss my friend. Because I miss you, my friend.
Anatole, where are you off to?
Be a good man tonight, I go away on an adventure. You'll not be seeing me for some time. I found a new pleasure, and I'm taking her away. I'll send you a letter from Poland.
Ha! An elopement! Fool, you are married already.
Don't talk to me of that. I will not deprive myself of this one. Tonight, I take her. Tonight. Lend me 50 rubles.
Ah, that's a true sage. Living in the moment. What I wouldn't give to be like him.
The plan for Natalie Rostova's abduction had all be arranged and the preparations made. On the day that Sonia decided to save her, that was the day that the game was to be played. Natasha was to be on her back porch at 10. Anatole and his troika would scoop her up, and then they'd ride 40 miles to the village of Kamenka, where nun frog priest was to make him get wed. And back into the troika, off they go to the Poland high road to the wedding bed.
Passports, horses, 10,000 rubles I have taken from my sister, and another 10,000 raised with Dolikov's help.
We're gathered in my study. drinking cups of tea, just in and told the two wedding witnesses and me, in abacus and paper money strewn on the desk, Persian rugs and bearskins hanging grotesque. Anatole was walking in his uniform, unbuttoned, walking to and fro, 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 to and fro. Now wait, you better just give it up now, why don't you? While there's still time, you really better drop it all. Give it up now, while there's still time, do you know?
What? Teasing again, old fool? Don't talk nonsense. Go to the devil, eh? Really, this is no time for your stupid jokes.
I'm not joking. I am talking sense. It's a serious business, a dangerous business. Come here, Anatole. Why would I joke about it, me of all people? Who found the priest, raised the money, got the passport, got the horses.
Well, I thank you for it. Do you think that I am not grateful?
And now you'll carry her away, but will they let it stop there? You haven't thought this through, or do you just not care? Now listen to me, tell it to you one last time. They will take you to court and convict you for your crime. Already married and you're playing with little girl. Don't you know? Don't you think? Don't you know?
Nonsense, nonsense. I'm scowling and grimacing. Didn't I explain it to you? Didn't I? What?
And to your Anatole, with the stubborn attachment small-minded people have for conclusions they've worked out for themselves, repeated his argument for me for the 100th time.
If this marriage isn't valid, then I'm off the hook. But if it is valid, it really doesn't matter. No one abroad is gonna know a thing about it. Isn't that so? Don't you know? Don't talk to me, don't, what? I go to hell now, am I clutching my hair? It's the very devil here, feel how it beats. Ma chère, Capier, que regard. What a foot she has, what a glance, a goddess. And my handsome lips mutter something tender to myself. It's time, it's time. Now then, nearly ready, you're dawdling. The driver is here, the driver is here. Balaga is here. Let's wait for things to... Ready? Hey balaga, ho balaga, hey
Balaga,
hey,
hey, hey, oh, balaga, hey,
balaga,
balaga, the famous troika driver. Balaga, ho, balaga, hey, balaga, hey, balaga, the famous troika driver.
Who's that madman flying at full gallop down the street? Who's that madman knocking people over, running people down, while his fine gentlemen hold on to their seats?
It's Balaga.
It's Balaga.
Driving mad at 12 miles an hour.
Balaga.
Coming straight at you, get out my way, get out my way.
Balaga.
Balaga.
With that horses and peasants.
Balaga.
Risking skin and life 20 times a year for my fine, fine gentlemen. Yes, sir. Hey, ho, yes, sir. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
More than once.
From Tula to Moscow and back in just one night.
More than once.
A narrow escape from a wild Cossack.
More than once.
More than
me and slap me with our gloves.
More than once.
More than once.
Champagne, which I love.
Hey balaga, ho balaga, hey ho balaga, hey balaga, famous troika driver. Hey balaga, hey balaga, hey balaga, the famous troika driver.
Who's that slowpoke way abused with wild and tipsy shouts?
Who knows things that would get you sent straight to Siberia if anyone found out?
It's Balaga.
Driving mad at 12 miles an hour.
It's Balaga.
Coming straight at you, get out my way, get out my way. Drinking and dancing with my
Balaga.
The ground for my fine, fine gentlemen. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
More than once.
Around with ladies on your laps.
More than
once.
Places not on any maps.
More than once.
Gallop faster than ordinary men would dare.
More than once.
My troika right into the air. And I never ask for rubles except maybe once a year. I don't do this for rubles. I do it because I like them.
And we like Balaga too.
Whoa. Hold on, it's loading. Everybody raise a glass. Whoa. Well, comrades, we've had our fun. Lived, laughed, and loved. Friends of my youth, when shall we meet again? I'm going abroad. Goodbye, my gypsy lovers. All my revels here are over. Well, goodbye, Matryoshka. Kiss me one last time. Whoa. Remember me to Steshka. There, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Wish me luck, my gypsy lovers. Now, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye, my gypsy lover.
All my revels here
are over.
Goodbye,
Matryoshka, kiss me one last time. Oh, remember me to Steshka. Goodbye, goodbye. Wish me luck, my gypsy lover.
Now goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Now drink.
Hurrah! Smash the
Glasses, glasses on the floor.
Hey, 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 hey.
Whoa! Here's to happiness, freedom, and life. May your travel be swift as a scythe cuts through the grass.
Whoa, whoa.
May your sorrows be counted and numbered as many as drops of wine and vodka that stay in my glass. Ziho haroshega napasoshok paekali. Ziho haroshega napasoshok paekali. Ziho haroshega napasoshok paekali. Haroshega napasoshok paekali. Napasoshok paekali.
So kind of bright. Come on, let's go.
Wait. Shut the door. First we have to sit down. Yes, that's the way. It's a Russian custom. All right.
Oh God, I don't know this part very well. Okay. Wait. Where's the fur cloak, huh? I've heard what elopements are like. She'll rush out more dead than alive, just in the things she is wearing. If you delay at all, there'll be tears in Papa and Mama. And she's frozen in a minute and must go back. But you wrap the fur cloak round her and you carry her to the sleigh. That's the way. That's the way.
That's the way. That's the
way.
Oh no.
Let's get out of here. And and the Troika tore down Dinsinsky Boulevard. Whoa, giddy up now. Whoa.
Hey, Balaga, hey, ho, Balaga, hey, Balaga, the famous Troika driver. Hey, Balaga, ho, Balaga, hey, Balaga, hey, Balaga, the famous Troika driver. When they reached the gate, Dolokhov whistled. The whistle was answered and a maid servant ran out. Oh, this is, okay. Come in through the courtyard where you'll be seen. She'll come out directly. Dolokhov stayed by the gate. Anatole followed the maid into the courtyard, turned the corner and ran up to the porch.
You will not enter my house, scoundrel.
Anatole, come back. Betrayed, betrayed, betrayed. Anatole, betrayed. Come back. Betrayed. Anatole, betrayed, betrayed.
You shameless good-for-nothing, you vile, shameless girl. In my house, a nice girl, very nice. You dirty, nasty wench of a thing, now don't you say one word. In my house, a horrid girl, a hussy. It's lucky for him he escaped, but I'll find him. Now you listen to me when I speak to you. Now you listen to me when I speak to you. In my house, do you hear what I'm saying or not?
Natasha's whole body shook with noiseless convulsive sobs. Maria touched her hand to her face.
Don't touch me, let me be. What is it to me? I shall die.
What are we to tell your father, eh? In my house. What are we to tell Prince Andre, eh? Oh, what do we tell your betrothed?
I have no betrothed. I have refused him.
Natasha, come here, kiss me, press your wet face to mine.
Don't touch me.
Why didn't he come to the house? Why didn't he openly ask for your hand? You were not kept under lock and key, carrying you off like some gypsy girl. And if he had carried you off, don't you think your father would have found him? Your father, I know him. He will challenge him to a duel, and what then? Will that be all right, eh? He's a scoundrel. He's a wretch. That's a fact.
He is better than any of you, I say. He is better than any of you, I say. Why did you interfere? Oh God, what is it all? What is it? Who are you to tell me anything? Sonia, why? Go away. Everyone go away. Maria Dmitrievna tried to speak again, but Natasha cried out, go away. Go away, you'll hate and despise me. And she threw herself down on the sofa.
Natasha! Natalia. I put a pillow under her head, covered her with 2 quilts, brought her a glass of lime flower water. But Natasha did not respond. Well, let her sleep. Let her sleep.
But Natasha was not asleep. Her face was pale, her eye wide open. All that night she did not sleep or weep. She sat at the window, waiting for him.
A letter from Maria Dmitrievna, asking you to come and visit her on a matter of great importance relating to Andrei Bolkonsky and his betrothed.
What? What can they want with me?
Pierre, old friend, I'm sorry it's late. I'm sorry I haven't seen you about. Where have you been? Where have you been?
I have been studying.
Pierre, old friend, we need your help. Pierre, old friend, the family name. We need your help. We need your help. There's ruin at the door.
Maria.
Natasha has let down the family.
What?
Natasha has broken with Andre.
What?
Natasha has tried to elope.
What?
Natasha and Anatole again.
What?
We need your help. We need your help. There's ruin at the door.
Natasha, that charming girl, I can't believe my ears. So I am not the only man chained to a bad woman. And Anatole, that stupid child, they'll lock him up for years. For Anatole is a married man.
Married? He's married.
Yes.
Oh, wait till I tell her.
Poor Andre.
And when Andre comes home, he will challenge Anatole to a duel and get himself killed, and all will be ruined. You must go see your brother-in-law and tell him that he must leave Moscow, and do not dare to let me set my eyes on him again!
At once. Anatole, find Anatole, Anatole, find Anatole. The blood rushes to my heart. It's difficult to breathe. Anatole, find Anatole, Anatole, find Anatole. Not at the ice hills, not at Matryoshkas, not at Komenenos. Anatole, find Anatole, Anatole, find Anatole. To the club! And at the club, all is going on as usual. The members eat their dinners and gossip in small groups. Have I heard of Dragon's abduction?
Is it true Natasha is ruined?
Nonsense, nonsense, nothing has happened. Everything is fine.
Natasha, Natasha, it is essential that I see Natasha. How can I see her?
Anatole, come, Anatole, Anatole, hush, Anatole. What? What? I don't believe that he is married. I don't believe you. And I stare like a hunted, wounded animal. He can't be married.
Good evening, sir. Prince Anatole is in the drawing room with the Countess.
I don't know this word. Ah, Pierre, sweet husband, you don't know what a plight our Anatole has had.
Be quiet. I will not greet you. At this moment, you are more repulsive to me than ever. Anatole, come Anatole. Anatole must speak to you.
Anatole followed with his usual jaunty step, but his face betrayed anxiety.
Pierre closed the door and addressed Anatole without looking at him. You promised Countess Rostova to marry her and were about to elope, is that so?
Mon cher, I don't consider myself bound to answer questions put to me in that tone.
My face already pale becomes distorted by fury. I seize you by the collar with my big, big hands, and I shake you from side to side until your face shows a sufficient degree of terror. When I tell you I must talk to you.
Come now, this is stupid. What, don't.
You're a scoundrel and a blackguard, and I don't know what deprives me of the pleasure of smashing your head in with this. Did you promise to marry her?
I didn't think of it. I never promised because...
Have you any letters of hers? Any letters? I shan't be violent, don't be afraid. First, the letters. Second, tomorrow you must get out of Moscow.
But how can I?
Third, you must never breathe a word of what has happened between you and the Countess. Now I know I can't prevent your doing so, but if you have a spark of conscience, Pierre paces the room several times in silence.
Anatole sits at a table, frowning and biting his lips.
After all, you must understand that besides your pleasure, there is such a thing as other people, and their happiness and peace, and that you are ruining a whole life for the sake of amusing yourself. Amuse yourself with women like my wife. With them you're within your rights. But to promise a young girl to marry her, to deceive, to kidnap, don't you understand that that's as cruel as beating an old man or a child?
Well, I don't know about that, eh? I don't know that, and I don't want to. But you have used such words to me, scoundrel and so on, which as a man of honor I will not allow anyone to use.
Is it satisfaction you want?
You could at least take back your words, if you want me to do as you wish.
Fine, I take them back. I take them back. And I ask you to forgive me. And if you require money for your journey.
Anatole smiled. The reflection of that base and cringing smile, which Pierre knew so well in his wife, revolted him.
O vile and heartless brood.
The next day Anatole left for Petersburg.
Natasha very ill, the whole house a state of alarm and commotion. Natasha very ill, having poisoned herself with a bit of arsenic. She woke me in the middle of the night and told me what she had done, and the doctors and the antidotes, and now she's out of danger, but still so weak. And Andre used to return. We wait with dread.
Okay, I don't know this song very well, but let's go. Well, how are you? Still getting stouter.
There's a new wrinkle on your forehead, old friend.
It's good to see you. I've been away too long.
My friend, you are in need. Your face is gloomy.
No, I am well. There's a war going on. Forgive me for troubling you. I have received a refusal from Countess Rostova. And I've heard reports of your brother or something of that kind. Is this true?
Something of that kind.
Here are her letters. Please give them to the Countess.
Natasha is ill. She has been at death's door.
I much regret her illness.
And he smiled like his father, coldly, maliciously.
Well, it doesn't matter.
You told me once a fallen woman should be forgiven.
But I didn't say that I could forgive. I can't. Yes, ask her hand again. Be magnanimous and so on. Yes, that would be very noble. I can't be that man. If you wish to be my friend, never speak of that again. Well, goodbye.
Natasha was standing in the middle of the drawing room with a pale yet steady face. When I appeared in the doorway, she grew flustered and I hurried to her. I thought that she would give me her hand, but instead she stopped, breathing heavily, her thin arms hanging lifelessly. Just in the very pose she used to stand in as a young girl when she went to the middle of the ballroom to sing. But the look on her face was quite different.
Peter Kirillovich.
Pierre,
Prince Bolkonsky was your friend. He is your friend. He once told me that I should turn to you.
Pierre sniffed as he looked at her, but he didn't speak. Till then he had reproached her and tried to despise her, but now he felt such pity for her that there was no room in his soul for reproach.
He is here now. Tell him to forgive me.
Yes, I will tell him to forgive you, but he gave me your letters.
Now I know that all is over. I know that it never can be. But still I'm tormented by the wrongs I've done him. Tell him that I beg him to forgive. Forgive me for everything.
Yes, I will tell him everything. But I should like to know one thing. Did you love that bad man?
Don't call him bad. But I don't know. I don't know at all.
She began to cry, and a greater sense of pity, tenderness, and love overflowed Pierre's heart. He felt the tears begin to trickle underneath his spectacles, and he hoped that no one would see. We won't speak of it anymore. We won't speak of it, my dear. But one thing I beg of you, consider me your friend. And if you ever need help, or simply to open your heart to someone, not now, but when your mind is clear, think of me. Pierre grew confused.
Don't speak to me like that. I am not worth it.
Stop, stop, stop. You have your whole life before you.
For me, no, all is over for me.
All over. If I were not myself, but the brightest, handsomest, best man on earth, and if I were free, I would get down on my knees this minute and ask you for your hand and for your love.
And for the first time in many days, I weep tears of gratitude, tears of tenderness, tears of thanks, and glancing at Pierre. Oh, Pierre, I leave the room smiling.
And restraining tears of tenderness, tears of joy which choke me, I throw my fur coat on my shoulders, unable to find the sleeves. Outside my great broad chest breathes in deep the air with joy, despite the 10 degrees of frost. And I get into my sleigh. I don't know the song well, so
We're talking about hand stealing, so don't worry.
I'll just put it on.
where to now? Where can I go now? not to the club, not to pay calls. Mankind seems so pitiful, so poor, compared to that softened, grateful last glance she gave me through her tears.
It was clear and cold above the dirty streets, above the black roofs, stretched the dark, starry sky.
Vast firmament open to my eyes, wet with tears.
And there in the middle, above Franciscancy Boulevard, surrounded and sprinkled on all sides by stars, shines the great comet of 1812. The brilliant comet of 1812.
The comet said to portend untold horrors and the end of the world. But for me, the comet brings no fear. No, I gaze joyfully. And this bright star, having traced its parabola with inexpressible speed through immeasurable space, seems suddenly to have stopped, like an arrow piercing the earth, stopped for me. It seems to me that this comet feels me, feels my softened and uplifted soul, and my newly melted heart now blossoming into a new life.
Woo!
Woo!
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, you're out.